Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Clark and thank you for tuning in to my special report brought to you by the Dr. Rodney Show. Well, you guys, each and every week we go out into the community, we meet with different organizations and people that are making a difference. Today we are at Mama's house and we're going to learn a lot about the founder of this special house, this safe house, also about some of the things and the messages that she's trying to get across to these young women, or women of all ages, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, fantastic. So right now we're sitting here with Miriam. Thank you so much for being on this special report with us today.
Well, welcome to Mama's house.
Yes.
Thanks for having me on the show to share my vision.
I'm so
and
happy
a little
to
bit
share.
of my journey. Hopefully it will be the difference in another young woman's life.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it already is. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is talk a little bit about the things that she's doing with this house, how it all came about. She's going to give us a little bit of a peek into some of the rooms because we're actually inside the house. I'm so excited about this because this is such a great thing that she's doing for our community. So let's kind of jump right in there. Tell us about how this all came about.
So 11 years ago, I was tired of corporate America, had been in corporate America about 30 years, and was driving home one day and just said, you know, God, I know there's something else I should be doing with my life. So I came home, and this is when Oprah was coming on prime time, and the show was on, and I saw Mary J. Blige on there, and she was talking about her life and how, you know, hard it was for her, and she talked a little bit about the abuse. And I felt like that at that time God gave me confirmation. It was time for me to quit my job. So I literally went to work the next day and resigned and began the journey of opening the doors of Mama's house.
And I know that you had mentioned something about the 3 M's. Is that
right?
Something?
That's my mother. My mother was the oldest of 16.
Okay.
And her mother passed away at a very, very early age. Still had 8 children at home. And my mother was a mother of 8 children. So my mother took in her brothers and sisters. So she laid the foundation. And then my daughter, like most teenage daughters, when they're going through those teenage years, you know, mama's mean, don't know nothing. But anytime any of her friends had problems, come talk to my mom. She understands. So I provided the structure and the love. So I say that M was the reasoning behind me doing it. You know, it was like, okay, there's many more young women out there going through things. And then when I saw Mary's story, I believe that God gave me that confirmation through her story that it was time for me to move forward with opening the doors of Mama's house.
Walk us through the experience that you want these girls to, when they first come in. I mean, is there different steps that you want them to go through, and what do you want them to leave with?
So I am an acronym queen.
Okay.
And AMOM is the name of our program, which is just Mama spelled backwards.
Oh, wow.
And AMOM stands for aspirations, mentoring, outreach, and motivation. So those are the 4 components. So when a woman first walks across that doorway, we want her to feel that unconditional love. We want her to be able to release all of that negative energy that she's been going through. So what we have is a 6 weeks restoration period.
Okay.
Well, we find out what their needs are. What are their immediate needs? That is so different per woman. So the unique thing about Mama's House is that it is an individualized program.
Okay.
So it's not, you know, a cookie cutter program.
Right.
Each woman has her own things that she has to deal with. As you know, we're all different and we deal with things differently. So the aspiration side of it is that we just find out what does she aspire to be. And then we provide her with a mentor and we teach them to do outreach. As Mama's House receives, we must go back out into the community and give back. And then the final piece of it is motivation. So once she's completed the 3 components, the final component is that now she can go back out and create her own.
Well, thank you so much for allowing us into Mama's house,
You're
allowing us
welcome.
to hear your story, and it's very fantastic and honorable what you're doing for these women. So thank you so much again.
Thank you for having me.
Of
And thank
course.
you for giving me this opportunity to share that.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. It's my pleasure. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to learn some more about what's going on here or how you can get in contact, please visit the link below. And again, thank you so much for letting us in. We're at Mama's house. Back to you guys in the studio. My name is Brittany Clark.